Alright, so we're going to discuss more on your elbows and your wrist. So it's quite a good way to loosen them up or get them moving before doing any big movements, just like as to what we have discussed on the importance of warming up. Basic functions of our wrist to start off. It can extend, it can flex. So first thing for to try on how much flexion your wrist can do, then extension. So as you can see here, ideally should be able to get my wrist around 90 degrees, but I'm quite weak on my mobility over here. So for me personally, it's one of the things that I should keep working on. Okay, movements that may affect overloading of the wrist. Let's say example of this one is either crawling or doing push-ups. Okay, so if you look it further down, if I do a lot of push-ups, my wrist is extended quite a lot, which is onto a certain angle. It looks like a 90-degree angle that I'm pushing my wrist into as compared to what it can do naturally. So you can see the difference there. So for me, my body or my wrist won't be able to handle a lot of reps if I'm doing press-ups. I can only handle between around 30 to 40 repetitions of press-ups. Then I would feel that my wrist starts to be feeling a bit uncomfortable in doing it. So I need to do, personally, I need to improve my wrist extension. Okay. So another function of the wrist, it can also move in and out. So if you see over here, can move in, can also move out. And as we're doing this one, we're trying to avoid of any movement that's coming from our forearms. So a good way to do it is think as if you do have something on top of your forearm this way, top of your wrist, and just move it in, move it out. So doing 5 to 20 repetitions of that one, but keeping your elbow close to your body, just doing it this way. Then for our flexion and extension, just practice that your wrist does this movement over and over again without the need to flex your fingers. Okay, so everything should stay straight. Flexion, extension, flexion, and extension. You can also combine those 4 movements, so you can flex, you can rotate in, you can extend, you can rotate out. So you may do this one as well, and then reversing that movement. How it looks from the front angle, looks like this way, as if I'm drawing circles using my fingertips. So doing it this way. Again, my hands do stay straight throughout the whole time. Then reverse. Can do as well on both hands. Okay. You can do circles. Okay, it's quite a good way to warm up the wrist, especially if the nature of your job is to sit in front of the computer throughout the whole time, or you write quite often, or if you're cooking quite a lot. Next would be the elbow. The elbow, it can extend. Just gonna bring it a bit lower. It can extend, it can flex. Okay, so let's say doing a bicep curl. Importance of that elbow, so elbow extension and flexion is it does work well with the wrist and the shoulder. That's why it's a joint between those wrists, therefore you need to look after that elbow. So one way to warm that one up is to keep your palms facing forward, flex. Now get your palms to face forward that way. I'm just gonna do it from here. Extend, flex. I'm gonna move the camera a bit higher. Okay. So elbow flexion. Then rotate your palms facing down. Elbow extension. So you can do it this way. Okay. You can also do it the other way around. So coming up, palm facing forward. Coming back down, palm facing towards you. So see the transition there. So from this angle, it'll look like this way. Always remember to pull your shoulders back. Flex and extend. Flex, then extend. Another way that you can move around the elbow is doing circles. The same way as to how our wrist can move, can also produce the same movement onto your elbows. How it looks like from a side angle. Doing circles. Okay, you can also do it 2 arms at the same time. Okay, you can start off by doing small circles first, increasing that range as you get better onto that movement. Okay, you can also do it with your fists closed, doing circles. What's important is that your elbow goes to flexion, can go to extension. Okay, so doing 5 to 20 of these ones would be quite good for your wrists and elbows. Okay, so hope you learned from that one. Watch out for the next video, and that is discussing more into the spine and hips.